Hello YouTube, Jonathan800 here. Today I will be showcasing, not necessarily pain, but this is the 1939 America Start Date, aka, you have to be the big babysitter because no one knows what they're doing. So, it was a fun game. I tried out Amphibious Tanks with this, and despite my division being extremely small and kinda not great, it actually did pretty well. And so war starts off somewhat historical, September 2nd, I believe. And yeah, as usual, Europe gets steamrolled. And then when the Soviets are invaded, they have the full debuff. So they get completely stomped, but surprisingly the Barbarossa was accurate. Now you should be seeing me invading Japan. It's invading Japan. There's not much else to say. Eventually all my troops get stuck. Well, half my troops get stuck on one island to an invisible fleet that I had no idea where, so I was invading Japan with pretty much 13 divisions. It wasn't the greatest. I just simply walked around the troops at one point and capitulated them, and for some reason Japan still exists. I don't know. I know I'm talking about the future right now, but the peace conferences, they are strange. At least I don't. Russia is no longer balkanized into a bajillion countries now. It is balkanized into a bajillion puppets that are all Japan. Well, in this case, well, my analogy was Russia, but you know the deal, what I mean. The peace conferences are somewhat a mess, but they'll probably get better, maybe. And now we go into the most scuffed D-Day I've ever done. Knowing how many troops Germany has for the game, I should have done more than 10 divisions. But the US Marine Corps did wonders at the port after a forced attack. The infantry, not the greatest. I do think I did put artillery in them. I might have forgotten, but I'm pretty sure I did at this point. But it was a very close D-Day, actually. I'm sad to admit, I usually do a lot better when it comes to D-Days. I actually, when I think about it, haven't really done a D-Day since they did, what is it, with the naval invasions? Made support for them, like, big, so it's not like 2 guys on the port, it's the 10 armies on the coastline now, so surprised this one worked. I also forgot air support at the beginning because my entire air force was at Japan. Yeah, that was not the greatest D-Day on my part, but we eventually broke out of it, and you shall see me just kind of liberate Europe at 8 times speed. So enjoy that. There will be more content after Germany falls and everything will be broken up again. Just want to show you what I found to be a pretty fun liberation of Europe game. With the fall of Berlin, I thought this war was gonna be nice and quick, and just all I have to do is finish off Italy, and all is good. And then Communist China decided to resume the civil war, and they joined allies. Regular China joined Axis, and I just kind of sat there for a bit, just contemplating life. So I finished off Germany, then and the moment I finished off Germany, Spain joins the Axis. So we had to clean up Spain. And I was also off camera cleaning up the rest of Europe with the Soviets doing their thing. So it was also messy borders in the east, but it's alright. After doing a quick naval invasion and establishing a foothold in China, which was surprisingly very easy compared to Germany, I expected China to have a bajillion troops right now. I decided to show some footage of my invasion of Spain, which wasn't really that painful, surprisingly, but the reason for that, I believe, is because the game starts in 1939, and nationalist Spain, or maybe the start date, does have Spain produce 2 quintillion divisions ready for you. So the reason I took out Spain was so I can get more troops to reinforce the invasion of China, which is cursed because it's the United States helping Communist China beat the nationalist Chinese in. Oh my gosh, that is like one China policy on steroids. Well, either way, invasion of China was extremely easy. Turns out that my divisions, my infantry can just wipe them out. My tanks evaporate them, and my Marines also evaporated them. So that was a surprisingly quick China war. And remember, Japan struggled. They couldn't get to their secondary capital. And after the war and a few misclicks causing horrifying borders, that is the game. 1939 start date. Would not recommend. Just play 1936. Fun challenge though, actually, so I guess I do recommend it for that. And when I think about it more, you should actually do a 1939 playthrough. It's surprisingly fun. No alt history, kind of-ish. But it is actually surprisingly fun to do. So be sure to try A Nation out. And either way, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. You know the deal. And this is Jonathan Gaming, or Jonathan800, signing out.